Many men are often at the mercy of narcissistic women without even fully realizing it. These women use certain tactics to manipulate and control them, causing the men to feel powerless and trapped in a relationship. What these women don't realize is that their tactics won't work on every type of man. Sigma men are quite difficult to control as they don't respond well to manipulation. These men are independent and intelligent, so they won't be so easily fooled. However, some Sigma men are still too blind or young to see the warning signs and fall victim to these women's devious tactics. No matter what kind of man you are, you must be aware of these narcissistic tactics women use to control you. 1. Feigning ignorance or victimhood. These women often pretend to be ignorant or innocent of the situation to sway the conversation and make you feel guilty. They will play dumb and act like they have no idea what's going on while simultaneously making it seem like they are the real victim. This is how she can escape any responsibility she may have for her own actions or the situation. This is a classic tactic used by narcissistic women to shift blame and avoid any accountability. They will also make it seem like you are the one at fault, when in reality they are trying to manipulate and control you. While this can be effective in many cases, it won't work so easily on a Sigma male. His skepticism and ability to question everything make it difficult for a narcissistic woman to pull this trick off with him. However, some Sigma men are still too naive or trusting to recognize this tactic and can fall victim to it. 2. Using the triangulation method. While this tactic isn't necessarily exclusive to narcissistic women, they are often very good at it. Comparing you to other men is her way of making you feel less than or inadequate. She will make subtle comments about how other men do certain things better than you, or that they are better looking, smarter, more successful, etc. This is done to make you feel inferior and bring your self-esteem down. This is also a way for her to maintain control over you, as she knows that if she can make you feel inadequate, then it will be easier for her to manipulate you. Many men unknowingly fall victim to this tactic, as it can be hard to stand up for yourself in the face of such criticism. It's like a form of mental torture as she slowly chips away at your confidence. This can be even more damaging if it's done in front of other people, leaving you feeling embarrassed and humiliated. 3. Manipulative guilt-tripping. Narcissistic women can be difficult to detect, especially when using guilt as their weapon. Guilt-tripping is really effective as she taps into your insecurities and vulnerabilities to manipulate you into doing what she wants. She'll make subtle comments about your flaws and failures to make you feel guilty and regretful, making it easier for her to get her own way. She uses emotional pressure, often through subtle or indirect means, to make the Sigma man feel responsible for negative outcomes or their own feelings. This can lead him to question himself, his actions, and his decisions in an attempt to avoid feeling guilty. While this tactic is often used to manipulate, it can also be used as a tool to maintain control over you in the relationship. This way, they can make sure that you stay under their thumb. What's worse, they can point out your failings and blame you for any problems in the relationship. They can make it seem like all the problems are your fault without having to take any responsibility themselves. 4. Excessive demands. While all women can be demanding at times, narcissistic women take it to the extreme. They will make excessive and unreasonable demands on you, even if it's something completely out of reach. This is usually done to test your loyalty and commitment, so if you don't comply, she will feel like she has won the battle. Many men fall victim to this tactic, as they don't want to disappoint the woman they love. These women don't care about your feelings or well-being. Their only goal is to control you. They will also use this tactic to ensure you are still paying attention to them and not looking elsewhere for love or affection. They'll try to keep you under their thumb, even if it means making unreasonable demands on your time and energy. Dealing with unjustified demands can be challenging, especially when they come from someone you care about. You may feel guilty for saying no or worrying about disappointing her, But remember that taking care of your needs is just as important as meeting someone else's demands. It's okay to say enough is enough and reevaluate the situation. Don't let yourself be taken advantage of. Stand up for yourself and set boundaries. 5. Using the love bombing method. This tactic is usually used at the beginning of a relationship when she is trying to show you that she is the perfect partner for you. She will shower you with affection, compliments, or any bait that she thinks will make you fall in love with her. She will be overly nice and put you on a pedestal, making it seem like you are the most important person in the world to her. This is a classic tactic used by narcissists, as their true colors won't show until much later. This method is usually successful in getting men to commit, as they feel like they are wanted and appreciated. However, once the relationship progresses, she will slowly start to take away these nice gestures as her true personality begins to emerge. 6. Using sex as a reward for compliance. Because many men go crazy for sex, narcissistic women have learned to use it as a reward for compliance. This is how they can get men to do whatever they want. They know that if the man complies, he will likely be rewarded in the bedroom. It's like a bribe and often works, as men are willing to do anything to get a little action. This classic ploy can be incredibly damaging to the relationship, as it reduces sex to something transactional, rather than an act of intimacy. It also reinforces the idea that men are only valued for their performance, leading to a toxic cycle of manipulation and control. While some men may be able to keep their head above water and resist the temptation, some are still too weak-minded to do so. They give up their power to this type of woman and become her puppet, unable to escape the cycle of manipulation. 7. Using threats and ultimatums to get her way. When all else fails, she will use threats and ultimatums to get her way. This extreme form of manipulation is often used when she feels like you are getting too close to asserting his dominance over her. She will make it seem like she will leave you if you don't agree to do what she wants, with no room for compromise. This way she can maintain control and ensure you do whatever she wants without questioning it. While this tactic can be convincing in some cases, it often backfires when a Sigma man is involved. It may be effective for a short while, but eventually the Sigma man will rebel against this type of manipulation and take back his power. He won't tolerate being threatened or blackmailed and will do everything he can to regain the upper hand. The result is usually a battle of wills between the narcissistic woman and the Sigma male, with neither side willing to back down. While it can be an incredibly tense and dramatic situation, the Sigma male will usually walk away as he won't waste his energy on such a futile situation. 8. Silent treatment. While the silent treatment may seem harmless, it can be one of the most damaging forms of manipulation. It is a classic tool used to manipulate someone into submission. When she feels like she is losing control, she will resort to silent treatment as a way to regain power. She will ignore you, refuse to talk to you, or even shut down completely when faced with an argument or confrontation. This tactic is incredibly effective, as it can make you feel powerless and frustrated. Not only will this cause you to doubt yourself and your worth, but it can also leave you feeling like there is nothing you can do to change the situation. The silent treatment leaves a lasting mark on any relationship, stripping away communication and connection. Instead of dealing with the issue head-on, she will resort to this manipulative tactic to avoid confrontation. 9. Making you feel obligated or indebted to them. Narcissistic women are often very good at making their partners feel like they owe them something. This could be anything from gifts, compliments, attention, or even simple acts of kindness. They use this tactic to get what they want from you, as they know you will feel obligated to give them what they want in return. They also use it to ensure you still pay attention to them and not look elsewhere for love or affection. This way, she can keep you in a state of debt, where the only way out is to do whatever she wants. Not only is this tactic used to manipulate and control, but it also makes you feel like you have no choice. You feel trapped and obligated to do what she wants, leading you down a path of resentment and frustration. To make matters worse, she will often use guilt or anger to further her own agenda if you don't comply. 10. Treating you like children. It's never a good feeling to be treated like a child, no matter your age. While some men may find it flattering, it can be a sign of manipulation when a narcissistic woman does it. She will talk down to you and treat you like a child, making it seem like she is the one in charge and you are just there to do her bidding. This is an incredibly toxic form of manipulation, as it can make you feel powerless and insignificant. It's also a way for her to put herself above you, making it seem like she knows what's best for you, even when she's wrong. She may treat you like you are less intelligent and capable than her, like she is the only one who understands. This form of manipulation can be hard to break free from because it's deeply rooted in a relationship and has been reinforced over time. The only way to get out of this cycle is to assert your independence. While it's not as easy as it sounds, it's the only way to end this toxic tactic. 11. Making you earn good treatment. Narcissists are notorious for making people feel like they have to earn their respect or love. She will make you do things for her or act a certain way before she shows you any kind of kindness or appreciation. While this may seem like a form of positive reinforcement, it's actually just manipulation. She is making you feel like your worth and value rely on her validation instead of coming from within yourself. This could be anything from doing chores to changing your personality or beliefs. Many men fall into this trap, feeling like they must do whatever she wants to prove their worth. This comes from a deep-seated need to be accepted and loved, one that can only be met through self-acceptance. This tactic is designed to break you down and make you dependent on her, whether it's through emotional or physical manipulation.